Oh, you got it on? Okay.
You don't have to act.
Today we are making, I'm Julia Childs. Today we are making Baker's German sweet chocolate cake for Aaron M. Williston's 40th birthday. For something.
Something with a 4 in it.
For
and
yeah.
A 2.
42nd. I'm not using the new recipe which they put in here, because they used to have a recipe years ago that was more labor intensive. In other words, you have to beat up your egg whites separately and put them in the refrigerator and then add them later by folding them in. So they've taken that out of the recipe because nobody wanted to make it after that. Nobody has the patience to make German chocolate cake the way it should be. So I'm disregarding that, and I have my trusty old recipe on my phone.
Your new device.
With my new device, exactly. Okay, so I'm going to line the bottoms of the pans with parchment paper.
What did you use before?
Wax paper.
So that's actually parchment paper.
Yes, this is parchment paper.
Okay. Is that, you do that to keep it from sticking?
Keeping it from sticking is very important. That's the first step, yes. Okay, so the first thing I have is a half a cup of water that I've placed in this saucepan, and I'm going to put all of the German sweet chocolate in there. Normally I would put it in the microwave, but since they don't have microwaves in Guam,
well, we don't have a microwave.
Yeah. They don't have a microwave. So I placed it on the burner and I'm going to melt the chocolate. In the meantime, I'm going to separate the eggs, and I'm going to put the egg whites in here to be beaten up by this fantastic artisan KitchenAid stand-up mixer owned by Guinevere. So I'm putting the egg whites in here, and I haven't, the last time I made this cake, I had one that fouled up, but so we'll see if we can get this right this time. And the funny thing is, when I moved to Texas, I got rid of my egg separator because I didn't think I needed it. That day I needed it. Always have your trash can near. Okay, here's number 2. We need 4 eggs. Still has a ways to go. Okay, we're going to put this on here, and we're going to, okay, and now we put those things on before we plug it in. Okay, I'm going to beat that until it's light and fluffy and forms stiff peaks. It's getting there. I'm going to turn it off and check it. Nope, it's not quite firm enough yet. It's still falling down, so.
Still falling down from.
Yeah, it's not as firm as it can be. It's getting there. It's almost there.
So you don't want it to fall down.
I want it, when I do that, for it to just stay where I put it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So that's the. So it's sticking to it.
It's very stiff and ready. See, it's, yeah.
Okay.
Stiff peaks is what they call that. Pretty good, huh? Put this in here and put it in the fridge until we need it after a while. So, Dad, after I'm gone, if you're still alive and you want German chocolate cake, this is a full tutorial on how to do it. And get Corey to do it for you. Put a little foil over it. And I have to go out in the Guam heat and get my butter, because without a microwave I couldn't get it to room temperature. So rinse this out.
So what you do with butter, you softened it, which you can do in the microwave?
Yes. And you can also set it out like the night before, or If you're making the cake in the afternoon, you can set it out that morning and it'll be softened to room temperature. I'm going to mix 2 cups of flour,
It's right there and there.
I'm going to set this aside. Okay, I put 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, soda, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. And I usually just kind of mix it up a little bit. Those are my dry ingredients.
So why do you put it on the parchment paper instead of just in a bowl?
Because I'm going to add it later. The recipe calls for you to add it later. So I'm going to set it aside. Then I'm going to put my 1 cup of butter in here. Then I'm going to start adding my sugars. My 2 cups of sugar. Okay, 2 cups of sugar in there. Large bowl mixture until light and fluffy. Make sure it gets everything in there even. Add the last bit of the egg in there. Okay, now we got that done. We're going to add the chocolate. This is the chocolate and the water that's been melted together. All my dry ingredients and the buttermilk. It's a good time to start the stove. I get my cup of buttermilk ready. Let me make sure it's a cup up. Yes, it's a cup, which in Guam costs way too much. Okay, so I'm getting these 2 ingredients, which I will add in alternately. Alternately. I'm going to add a little bit of this. I'm going to get it started. Just start adding it in. Always quite messy, but if you don't want to cook, you don't said, it's messy. Messier than usual. I'm gonna do the last little bit of mixing without this because it's such a thick batter. And I'm going to fold in the egg whites that I have prepared at the beginning. Slide right out. Now when you fold, this is the method of folding in. You don't actually mix it with the mixer, you fold it. That's to keep the air in the batter so that your cake is lighter. Sure, I've got it all done down at the bottom. Okay, now comes the fun part, trying to get a third in each dish.
So 1/3 of the batter, so you just sort of do it by cup. Okay, I see.
I'm gonna set that for. Hey Siri, set the timer for 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes and counting.
Yes, I'm making half the recipe, so I need 3/4 cup of chopped pecans. Okay, we're going to check the cake.
In 20 minutes.
It's been 20 minutes and I can pretty much tell
Somewhat
they're
done.
not done. Okay. Hey Siri, set the timer for 5 more minutes. This in and it came out clean. No liquid.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to let it cool for about 15 minutes in the pans. Okay, after the cake has been in the pan, out of the oven and been in the pan in about 15 minutes, then I'm going to loosen the sides because the bottom has the parchment paper, so it'll pop right out, but the sides need loosening up. Okay, so we're going to turn that over and peel that off. We have our first layer. I'm doing half icing,
Okay.
only half of the normal. Okay, so it's
half
supposed to
recipe.
calls for 4 eggs. I'm putting 2.
Okay, so you put the eggs in.
Okay, and
In
I'm
the
putting
up, like, is it on?
half-
The heat's not on.
not
right
yet, not yet. I will. I'm putting half of a can. I usually put the whole thing
now.
in.
Okay, yeah.
Putting 6 fluid ounces of this in here. Actually, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to whisk the egg a little bit. This is kind of tricky because you don't want to turn on the heat too soon until you get the milk in there. You don't want the eggs to clump.
Yeah, you don't want them to.
You don't want scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
The light is on?
Mhm.
No, that's not on this one.
And then I'm going to put 3/4 teaspoon, vanilla. Usually it'd be a teaspoon and a half of vanilla, but I'm putting 3/4. 2, it's being obstinate. Whoops. There's a little extra poot of vanilla in there.
A what of vanilla?
Poot. Add my sugar, which is half of what's supposed to be. And the butter. Quite a bit of butter. Okay. Now it's been cooking for around 12 minutes until it's thick and golden brown. Bubbly, thick and golden brown. So I'm going to add the coconut and the pecans to it. And I'm going to mix it up and then take it off. Take it off the burner. And it's pretty much ready. It just needs to cool. And if I was in Minot, I'd put it outside.
But since you're here, you'll put it in the freezer?
Yeah, I'll let it cool a while, then I might put it in the refrigerator. So we can have it today for the birthday. So over here, we have the 2-layer for Aaron with the coconut and the pecan frosting, and this is going to be the cake for the boys with white frosting, a plain cake for them. And they might try this and really like it.
Yeah.
We'll see. And so I'm dividing it in half. I actually divided the recipe in half. This is half of the original recipe. I'm dividing that in half so I can put half on this layer, half on that layer. So I'm just gonna put it out here. Maybe save a little extra. It's really simple. And on a German chocolate cake, you don't ever do the sides. Okay, so here's the tricky part. I'm going to, right, well, some of it came off, which I'll have Aaron eat.
Happily.
It's really the best part anyway. This is not beautiful. I never pretended to make beautiful cakes, just delicious cakes. The rest on top. Fill in what we got lost on the transfer. And it's just about done. Nothing to it. It's not beautiful, like I said, but it's gonna be good.
Because you're making some for the kids. That's not that topping. You only have 2 layers. Normally, you would put that third.
I put this one on top and put another layer. Oh, it's kind of a little catty corner. Or
the Leaning Tower of
German chocolate cake.
Although that's not in Germany, though. It's somewhere else.
I would have to make this cake 100 times in order to make it look good. But nobody seems to care whether it looks good. So
no, because it doesn't last very long with the way it is.
Okay, so there it is. And now, oh look, there's a little bit left here.
Well, thanks, Mom. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. It'll be good when we eat it.
Mm-hmm.